before 2:30 in South Carolina. So this shows you, all this time later that there's still a problem. They say there are only minor injuries in the crash, but again, it caused quite a traffic issue. A lot of us are looking forward to life finally getting back to normal, but the Medical College of Georgia says it is not so easy for everyone. Some people are still battling the long-term side effects of COVID, also known as post-COVID-19 syndrome. As Celeste Springer explains, the Medical College is looking for answers. She joins us here in the studio with more. Celeste.
As you can see from the list that's about to pop up behind me, the long-term symptoms, according to the CDC, are pretty broad and can affect a lot of different areas of your life. But the Medical College of Georgia just received $300,000 to fund the research looking into the long-term neurological impacts of the disease. They're looking into some of the most common side effects, like losing your taste and smell, chronic headaches, and brain fog. They're hoping to identify how long these side effects can stick around. It's something many people are left wondering, like one mom who lost her sense of taste and smell when she caught COVID back in January. 5 months later, she says it's still not back to where it was.
I've missed a lot of things, like I can't smell when I'm cooking, so I don't know if I'm burning something, or there are cons to not having your senses, and you have to kind of learn a new normal. I tell my husband that I texture food, I don't taste it, I texture it.
And coming up at 6 o'clock, I'm talking to researchers about what they've found out so far about post-COVID-19 syndrome and what questions we still don't have answers to.
A lot of it is still new. We're learning it in real time. Thanks for this, Celeste. As leaders are working to help everything get back up and running, health experts insist vaccinations are the best way to do that. Anyone 12 or older is now available to get a shot. Enjoying page because laws are different in each state. So far, no word on when that will happen, but of course, we'll keep an eye on it for you.
COVID-19 studies continuing at the Medical College of Georgia. You might remember us telling you about a recent $300,000 donation for researchers to dive deeper into the long-term effects of the virus. Celeste Springer live in the studio with us with more on what they call post-COVID-19 syndrome. Celeste?
Researchers tell me the biggest question on the table is what percentage of the population has long-term symptoms like brain fog after recovering from COVID-19. They say studies show about 1/3 of people don't have any lingering symptoms, but 1/3 will have symptoms for a few months to even a year, and others could face very long-term side effects. Augustans are ready to return to normal and stop to smell the roses, but for some, it's not so easy.
And you have to kind of learn a new normal. I tell my husband that I texture food, I don't taste it, I texture it.
Katie Dowling caught COVID-19 when she was pregnant. Her sense of taste and smell disappeared.
I was kind of playing it off, thinking that maybe my pregnancy with the blood flow causing things to be a little bit more swollen, I was like, maybe it'll come back after I have the baby and things kind of slow down.
But they didn't. She says she still can't taste and smell like she used to. The busy mom of 3 says even coffee has become too pungent.
We want to know how long these symptoms last. Is it just for a year, or is it a very long-term process?
Dr. Rakowski is one of the researchers trying to figure out when or if people like Katie will return to normal.
I think the question, since we're still so early into things, are what are people going to look like at year 1 and 2 of follow-up? Are they going to score any better on some of these cognitive or smell and taste tests than they did previously?
She says, unfortunately, there's no magic pill that can regenerate Katie's nerves to bring back her taste and smell.
Nobody can give me an answer as to what it is, why, who, what, yeah.
All the more reason this research hopes to find a timeline on exactly how long our COVID long haulers need to expect. MCG says they're still looking for people facing post-COVID-19 symptoms for their study. They say it's a minimal time commitment and you'll even get paid too. We'll have the details for you on our website, wrdw.com.
Interesting research. It's all so brand new. Thank you, Celeste. And if you've recovered from COVID-19, you're worried about long-term symptoms, we're told you'd likely see those symptoms start popping up within the first 2 to 3 months after having COVID.